Good evening and welcome back to RimWorld. I'm Modi Apparatus. This is Season 6 of Tales from the Rim, and this is Alpha 8 now. I kind of missed the boat. December 15th was when Alpha 8 came out, and I really missed the boat on that with the holidays and finishing up the other season. But now I'm back, and we're ready to try out all the new Alpha 8 content here, so I can't wait to get into that. Let's create a brand new world here. I'll go random seed here. And we're creating a brand new world here. I don't know if it matters or not, but there were some changes to the biomes you can select now. I think our old maps would still work, but I like to get new enemies and that kind of thing going here. So this looks interesting. We have the new biomes implemented in the Alpha 8 here were the Boreal Forest and then also the Tundra. And for this playthrough, I think we will be trying out the Tundra. It makes the game a lot more difficult because it's got a very short growing period, which, speaking of, that is also a thing now. Growing periods didn't exist prior to this. May to August, for instance, for this one right here, and temperature is also a factor. Now that we have new cold biomes, temperature also becomes a factor for your colonists. So we'll have to keep that in mind when we do our little base here and that kind of thing. So I think we'll go with this map. It doesn't really matter too much. We'll save it, and then we'll create a new colony here. We'll do, Cassandra's been mean to us in the past. I kind of understand, you know, how that happens and stuff like that, but we'll go with Cassandra. Basically, the difficulty will slowly get harder and harder as we play, as we get more and more prepared for things. We did pretty good last time with Cassandra until she threw a couple wild things at us. If we go random, that was the other option we could do, and this is just gonna be kind of completely random as far as enemies and everything that can happen. I think we'll go Cassandra. It seems to be a good way of playing though. So progressively increasing difficulty as we play here. We'll go with challenge again. And we will select this as our planet. Now we have to select a landing point. I think we want to kind of get a mountain area. Last couple episodes or last couple playthroughs, we haven't really been doing much digging, and I want to change that this time around. So we'll pick a mountainous area if possible. Right here, actually. Tundra, biomes, growing period never. That could be difficult. If we don't have any growing period, we don't have to worry about food whatsoever. Plants and that kind of thing. I believe we can still grow trees, but that would be... maybe that wouldn't be the best for us. Growing period never, ice sheet. We can't, I don't think we can land an ice sheet. That is a biome now listed here. Okay, this is June to July. There were August ones over here I was seeing though. May to August, flat boreal forest. Tundra, small hills. I think we want mountainous though. Mountains, okay, so June, July, okay. I think no matter what we do, if we do mountains, it's gonna be June, July. I thought we saw one that was August over here. That'd be perfect if it was May to August. It's a better growing period. Oh, there we go. That's boreal forest, not what I wanted. Okay, I think no matter what, if we go Tundra and mountains, it's gonna be growing period of June to July. So we're going with this site right here. Temperature should be fairly medium. The average temperature, I mean, it's gonna be cold, but it's gonna be manageable, hopefully, I think. We're right on the edge of the boreal forest. Maybe next time, if we don't survive this time around, we'll try another Alpha 8 in the boreal forest to try that out as well here. But let's not concentrate on that right now. Let's worry about surviving with our new colonists here. So we'll select the site, and then we'll choose some colonist. We got Kruger, male, U2 Kruger, male 31, was a Luddite rebel and capable of crafting, and he's a psychopath. No empathy at the suffering of others, yada yada. Can do medicine, can't do research. Pretty good overall. He can't do anything intellectual or can't do crafting, but we have a psychopath. We can have a psychopath doctor on our hands here, and he can do some cooking. I think that's fine. We have a doctor that can't do. I wonder why he's a doctor. He's a Luddite rebel doctor. Very interesting. Very interesting. I wonder why he's so good at medicine. He was a sickly child. I think that's where his medicine benefit comes in there. Do we want to go with Kruger? Or do we want to get another one here? Let's go with him. I guess we'll leave it. He's a psychopath doctor guy who was a Luddite. So we got the Luddite psychopath doctor. Fantastic. Okay. We got Sergey, the janitor. Trigger happy janitor, was a starship janitor. Trigger happy. Gets a shooting -2, but aiming time is faster. I think that's cool. A +7 on social. Good at crafting, good all around. I think we'll stick with the starship janitor, Sergey. All right, Sergey, and then Marcus, the barkeep. He's a slowpoke, but overall he's well-rounded. Nobody's too good at shooting. Nobody's too good at melee. He has a passion for it, though. He's interested, actually, not a strong passion, like his crafting. He really has a burning passion for crafting. Bartender. We have a lot of bartenders on the series here over the seasons, but I kind of like them. So, sheltered child turned bartender. pretty good at everything. Nobody's really good at mining. Well, I guess he's okay at mining. Maybe we can put him on mining and medicine. And he can be on cooking. That makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. Oh, he's got a better on cooking, so we can do 4 for... we can put him on cooking, him on crafting and constructing and growing, possibly. And then him on mining, because he's got a 5. I don't know. We'll see how it works here. Let's launch with these colonists and see what it shakes up for us. So we got Kruger, Sergey, and Marcus as our 3 colonists. All right, the 3 of you wake in your crypto sleep sarcophagi to the sound of ripping metal. Yada yada, you know the drill. We've done this many times. Ooh, look at all this mountain over here. Man, we're gonna be able to dig into this deep. And this is not a bad alcove. If we're just starting to think of spots to build right away. The only downside to over here, let's get our guys landed here, of course. The only downside I can see for over here is that there's no steam geyser for us to use. But that's okay, because one of the changes to Alpha 8 is that steam geysers are no longer unlocked from the very beginning. You do have to research these now. So steam geysers, geothermal power, you have to research that. The trade-off to that is that they also did introduce wind turbines as an option now, though. So that's kind of your medium cost here. 60 steel for this one, 125, so it's a little bit better. Requires a large clear space in front and behind for optimal airflow. So we could go with wind turbines instead of the standard solar power like we've done in the past. So let's take a look at this area here. This is not bad. We could use this steam geyser over here eventually if we wanted to use this big mountain up here. I think this makes the most sense just to be protecting this alcove up here. Let's see if there's any other reason to build anywhere else. There is an opening right here if we wanted to build in this mountain, but I just worry about it not being big enough is the only problem right here. So maybe we do want to go into the mountain up there. And oh man, this is one of the other changes to Alpha 8. The ancient crypto sleep caskets. Now if we pop in here and try to tamper with one of these things, usually a bunch of guys will just pop out and start trying to kill us is what's gonna happen there. So we don't want to mess with those until we're quite ready. I want to leave these metals over here locked down just in case they accidentally decide to go mess with those things. Until we're prepared for a fight. Oh, there's a steam geyser right here. Oh, that's not bad. We could use this alcove then and maybe drill in over here, work our way around there to drill in over here. That's not a bad plan. So tell you what, we're going to use all this. We're going to use this whole entire alcove and just kind of board it off right here. And actually, I mean, if we wanted to make this secure, we could just board off right here for starters. And have a nice little spot to stay. For now, though, I think what we'll do is first get set up in this area here as our initial starting base. As we're mining in, for the first couple nights, we'll be in this open area right here and claim this as our own. This is not a bad spot either. There's only 1 block to fix there, 2 blocks to fix there, I think. So it's not too bad. Maybe this one would be a better spot. We had to throw a door on that. So maybe we'll use that. It is a little bit close to the edge of the map, though. But yeah, I like that steam geyser right there. Okay, this is not a bad map. This is not a bad map at all. Let's set up a storage spot for everything here. And we want to kind of put it like halfway between these two things. So I am going to use one of these structures as our temporary location while we're digging into the mountain here. So let's put it like right here. And then we'll go zoning. They changed the graphics for zoning, and snow removal is a thing now too. We can have somebody doing the shoveling around the colony. Okay, let's do a nice big stockpile right here. And then one thing you'll notice, given that we are in a frozen wasteland in this tundra here, there's very, very few trees. So that's going to be a big factor, as wood is not going to be as useful. We're definitely going to want to research stoneworking as soon as possible and rely on metal and stuff and trading, hopefully, to get food and such. So we'll put a stockpile right here, make sure it's set up for everything. Chunks, of course. Corpses, why not? Animal corpses, sure. Everything we want there. Okay, and then we'll set up some growing areas over here, maybe? Let's set up some growing areas over here. Let's set up trees right away. So we have that going. And let's see, pine trees. That seems to fit the motif around here. I think these are pine trees. So yeah, we'll grow those. I don't think it matters what we grow there, but yeah, we'll grow pine. And then that'll be over here. And then we'll put in a closer growing area for food. Okay, what was the growing season before? Did we see that? I think it was June to July. Okay, so June to July is the growing period. So this gives us the entire world. I don't need the entire world as far as the map here. I just need, well, now I moved the spot, so that's not good. let's put in a growing, because it's already June right now, so they land us right in the middle of the growing season, which is kind of nice. We'll do a little bit of a growing spot right here. I don't want to dedicate too much space to it, and we'll just grow potatoes there. That should be fine. Okay, so let's unforbid a lot of this stuff here to get them moving it. And all this silver, man, they give us a lot of silver, which is nice. I appreciate that. There's some more metal over here they can go grab if they get into it. Ooh, there's a lot of meals over here we want to grab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meals. Maybe want to grab those. And grab these if we can. And then, first things first, we're going to start thinking about defenses before anything else, I think. So, once they got this blocked off here, let's go orders, structure. Let's build a steel wall. Because we don't have any other thing to do. We can put a steel wall right here and right here. And then we'll put in a steel door right here. Or maybe we'll just leave a spot deconstructed right here. And they can just fix it as they go here, maybe. That was one of the ideas that I think somebody said, that we should just make a wall and then just like mine it and deconstruct it as needed and then have the materials right there to repair it. Not a bad idea. But we're gonna start thinking of defenses primarily right away here. It's one of the things that we always run into a problem is defenses, trying to get a mid-game. Getting the defense wall set up is tough. So we're gonna keep like a little bottleneck right there to keep everybody running through that. And then we'll have a similar thing set up here. We'll probably just block this off completely over here. So let's do no more orders for steel walls over here. Let's put some in there. Let's put some in here and here and here. And we'll cancel this right here so they get those meals right now. All right, so that's one step down. Let's make sure all this stuff is unforbidden. Oh, we gotta get weapons for everybody too. Forgot about that. Okay, let's get everybody weapons before we get too far away from everything here. He's good at shooting. He's okay at shooting. Better at melee. Okay, so let's give him melee. Sergey, what are you doing? He's going to work on the walls, I think. Before you do that, let's take a look at your character here. You're bad at shooting, better at melee. You know, I'd rather trust a person with a 1 shooting. At least they can do some hunting and that kind of thing. He's a 5 on melee. That's like a lot of good melee guys. He's better at shooting though, so I'm gonna give him this. Nobody's really terribly good at shooting. Oh, Sergey, why don't you grab? Oh, sorry, I clipped the wrong guy. All right, so Marcus, that was the other guy here. Marcus, clip that Woodley Enfield. And let's unforbid that. See if there's anything else worthwhile here. Oh, there's some stuff hidden back in here. Well, we're gonna have to mine this and get that out then. Orders to mine this right here so we can get all that metal and stuff out of there. Cool. So we're pretty defended already. Just with the short time we've had here, we'll put a door onto here. Is this new music? Oh, I think it is. Sounds good. Let's put a regular steel door in there. Not that we have any wood or anything like that. Let's unforbid all of these. And that should force everyone over to this little spot right here. This one little opening right there. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. We can set the turret up right over here someplace though, and that'll force them into the zone to actually attack it. So that'll be good. We can actually put, I think a good idea would be put a turret like right here. And that way they can't shoot it without going into our area. We'll put some guys stationed over here and over here for right now and just shooting at the doorway. Meanwhile, the turret will be shooting them as soon as they come into view. I think that's a fine idea. So that's our plan for a short little, a small little bottleneck idea to defend our base here. We have a rabbit inside here. We will take care of that rabbit in a moment here. First things first, we got to set up some beds here. And let's just set up some steel beds. Or do we have wood? We have some wood. We'll do wood beds. All right, let's do wood beds right through there. And we'll claim this structure so it treats it as our own in case there's no roof on it. Orders claim. Make sure this is all ours. Cool. And we'll claim this as well. That way we could use this as a prison or something down the road too, or maybe just more storage or something in there. We'll use this, we'll use everything here. We'll use it all. And then we'll start an order to mine into there as soon as we're ready. Next thing we need is power. So we need to think about that. If we are going to be using this as our main area down the road here, I want to put the power closer to that. Problem is we don't have a lot of metal or anything like that to run wires at the moment. So I got to start thinking about what we want to do there. Let's see, how many meals do we have? We have 1 there, we have 3 meals packaged. Oh, these can go too. 3 packaged survival meals. Okay, there's 8 there, there's 8 there, there's 8 there. Okay, maybe we can get a room set up here before we need to actually start worrying about that too much. So let's do this. And then we'll set up a room right here. And should I go one bigger? Let's go one bigger and then bring it back like this. like that. Okay, so that'll be our first room, and that's where we're gonna start putting some stuff into. Let's do, should we do a wind turbine, try this out and see how this goes? It's, let's see what the production on it is. It is, work to make, can't see any stats as far as how much power it can produce. Well, that's unfortunate. We'll have to try it out and find out. So let's put it halfway, just like we did the other stuff here. We'll put it halfway between here. I don't think it matters which direction we make it go, but we'll do that. Okay. Now let's set these as unforbidden so they can use them in their building. There's a lot of steel and wood and stuff there. Definitely want to use that up. Is the wall over here done? Make sure somebody grabs those. Who's a hauler? Okay, let's make sure everybody's set up well here. Marcus the barkeep is got a gun. He's good. Kruger the Luddite has a gun. Let's see here quick. Here, got a knife. I'm gonna take him off of hunting because that usually ends up pretty bloody if you have your guys with melee go hunting. So Marcus the barkeep, we were gonna set you up on. Who can't do crafting? He was gonna be our miner because he's a 5. Yep, that's right. So we're gonna have one guy on crafting, one guy on cooking. That works for me. I think that works nicely. There's a couple guys that can do constructing on it. Repairing, they can both do it. Research, I guess we'll leave that to Marcus. We probably want to get a research bench set up here soon. Just a hunch that we'll need that sooner than later. So, alright, this is mined out. Now we can actually unforbid this stuff here. So let's run and grab that. I guess we don't really need those meals right now. I'd rather have the walls defended. So we'll leave those meals to be. Let's put a wall in through here then. Alright, cool. That'll seal the whole thing off, I think, and protect us. They won't be able to sneak in anywhere here. They'll run over. I think the AI will force them over to this doorway here. So that'll be perfect for right now. Basic temporary setup for power and for defenses. So let's see if he gets working on this real soon. Who's on that now? Sergey is working on the walls, and he's working on hauling. That's fine. Maybe we should set up manual priorities for some of these things here, because I do want him doing mining quicker. I want that project started here fast. He's an 8 for doctoring. That's interesting. He's a 1 for. I guess we'll set you guys both up for that. They can all do firefighting. They can all be patients. I want the warden to be. Oh, we got 2 decent wardens too. Oh, that's nice. Cooking, I'll put him on as a 2 for that. Actually, a 1 for that. And then in the meantime, you'll be hauling. Actually, I'll put him with researching, and then hauling is his 3rd thing, and then cleaning and hunting will be the minor priority. Actually, how do I want to do this? Let's do hunting as a 1 priority as well. Let's put hunting as a 1 because it's an ordered thing to do, and then we'll do cooking as a 2, researching as a 3, hauling will be a 4. I mean, if we want to have somebody plant cutting, we do need to have somebody plant cutting. So, yeah, I guess that's all we can do. Cleaning and plant cutting will be a 4. Last priority then. Until we get somebody else getting research. Maybe we should just hold off on researching altogether. We do need somebody that can research. Okay, we gotta set somebody else for plant cutting then. So growing, well, he should be plant cutting then too. So we'll put him on a 2 for researching then, or 3. So that cooking takes precedent over researching. Researching is after he's done with his cooking. He can go research if there's nothing to haul or hunt. Sounds like a good plan. I think he was the barkeep, so he was the lazy one too, wasn't he? Let's take a look here quick. Slowpoke, not lazy, just a slowpoke. Was there a lazy person? Trigger happy, nope, I like that. And Kruger, was he lazy? Psychopath, that's right. Kruger the psychopath is on our team. Love it. Alright, so we should probably put some light in here. As soon as this gets built, we can start worrying about that. Putting lights places. But so far, the colony's going pretty well. Let's put it on high speed now. We've got pretty much everything for the first day here laid out how we want it to be. And so we'll get things moving a little bit faster here in the next couple days and get this done. Hopefully get this mining operation done here. Maybe we want to put a second person on mining for right now just to make sure we get it done. He's on a 2. He's on a 1. It's not really going to matter that much. Another pickaxe on the case would be nice. I want him on growing as a top priority right now, even though he's only a 2. Everyone else is a 3. I mean, I do want him on a priority for it. And plant cutting as a 1 as well. So that should be good. And then once we have this first thing done here, we can actually start. I mean, the very first thing I'm going to put in here is going to be our cooking and stuff like that. So once he gets this mined out, I'm going to put the cooking up in there. I think will be the first thing we want to do. And we'll put our breakfast area in there, that kind of thing. All of our food storage and such. And our breakfast nooks. That's what I'm trying to say. Yep. I could put it over here, but I don't really want to run the wire just yet. So let them eat off the ground for now. They have 20 meals to go. That should last them a couple days. These things don't go bad at all. So we should be all right. And there's a few more even scattered about. We can have them run over and grab that. Did I set this up? He's working on it. Somebody's working on it. I don't remember who. Oh, another night done. Who's working on this? Let's finish up your job here. Prioritize. There you go. All right, at least we're defended. He doesn't have to do the second one just yet. Need a meal source. I do know that. We do need a meal source for sure. Maybe constructing is something we should boost somebody up for. Okay, let's put Kruger on constructing then as this #1 priority. And we'll put you on the #2 priority for that. Sounds like a good plan. We should probably hunt this little guy right here once we get this mined out a little bit. He did pretty good work for his first night. Ooh, there's some metal in there. Awesome. So we're gonna get some steel back. They did change the name of metal to steel. I don't remember if that was in Alpha 7 or Alpha 8. I think it was Alpha 8 here now. It's when steel became steel instead of metal. Oh, we got guys running all the way around to get this stuff here now. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. I guess I don't want to introduce another entrance because that's going to draw guys over to that instead of over here. So once we get some power set up here, we'll set up our security next. It's taking a long time. He's pretty slow on constructing, I think. His construction skill is 5. That should be going a little bit faster than that. All right, so the turbine is going. We'll also need a battery to collect some extra power here. So as soon as he has enough room in here, I'll put a battery in, I think. He probably has enough room right now. Oh, need defenses. Yes, we do. And we need a battery. So let's go power. Let's run some wires now. We'll go wires from here, through here, up through here, up through here. And then we'll run wires from here. This is going to cost a lot of metal to do this. But what I want to do is put the turret like right about there. So then we'll go security. Put the steel improvised turret right there. That steel improvised turret implies that we can make it out of, oh, we can. We can make it out of silver if we wanted a silver improvised turret for some reason. And we'll put it right there. That way if guys have to come around the corner to shoot it, and then our guys should be able to stand over here and just pick them off as they come through the doorway. That's the plan here. They'll be drawn into the doorway here and then be picked off by the turret, as well as our guys standing there. Hopefully, that's the plan anyways. To get through the first couple days here. First couple attacks, at least. But knowing Cassandra, the first thing we'll have is a squirrel attack or something like that, I'm guessing. Alright, so hopefully we have enough steel to get this whole thing powered here. I think we should have enough. Let's take a look here quick. We have 374 steel. Perfect. We'll be in good shape. We'll have it no problem. Let's see how this is doing. I guess the amount of output depends on power output is 750 watts. I wonder how that compares to the solar power. We're gonna be very green around here if we use solar power and wind power. I mean, that's amazing. It's all pretty green. It's all solar power. There's no like resources to mine. I kind of like that. It's all solar power and wind power and geothermal power. Very planet conscious. I like that. So we have a visitor named Coloma. Visiting, oh, I didn't catch the name of the colony. Where is she? The name of the colony is Brexio Abanero, sounds like. Brexio, all right. Cool. Get that plan. She's from the tribal nation, it looks like. Let's see, let's check a look at the other factions around here. We have Pilot Stream. We have Sun's Mesa. Brexio is the tribe. These guys are Outlanders. Pirates. Our whip group, looks like these guys are not super friendly to us. We might want to win them over to our side. Same with these tribes people. And then there is a couple pirate bands to deal with. So, no hostile tribe this time around, which may or may not be a good thing. Hostile tribes can be sometimes easier to deal with because they don't have as advanced weaponry. They have better numbers usually, but not as much advanced weaponry. So we'll put a battery in there then. Start storing the power up. Extra power anyways. Once the wire gets finished, of course. And then we should be good. That wire made it? Okay, good. Cool. And our first attack is local squirrel's gone mad, of course. Of course, Cassandra, of course. Of course it has. Looks like Colina is dealing with it already for us. There we go, cool. So we can get some meat that way. And we can, once this gets mined out a little bit more, we'll chop that up in a butcher table. It looks like Kruger is Brexio and Ebonero is leaving. Sounds like somebody's name, Brexio Ebonero. We need a little bit more space to put the cook stove in there. Just a little bit more. We should have it. All right, another day in the books. Let them rest. And then we'll start planning out the rest of the colony here. So, let's start planning out where we want things to be. So, off of here, this is going to be the main food area. We'll want a room coming off of there. That'll be our medical wing, probably. So, we'll do medical there. And then we'll put in a workroom here. Make this a little bit bigger. For all of the different things we'll need. Maybe that's way too big. That might be big enough. That'll be good enough. And then we'll put in a long hallway here. Oops, not like that. Cancel that. I want it like in the middle, hopefully. Put a long hallway here. And then we'll do rooms off of here. So we'll go room here. Oh! Everyone knows that you don't want to stay on this rock for long, but Kruger is suggesting you give the colony a name. Plainton is what he came up with. Plainton is the best he could do. Boy, I don't have any ideas this time around. It's a frozen wasteland. It is Tundra. It is, maybe we should, like, make a deceiving name. Like, Pleasanton. So people don't, like, you know, Pleasanton looks like Peasanton. Stone. You know what, we'll, reference something. What can I reference that I like? Famous towns, Erebor? Mountain Town? That's kind of on the nose here. I like the Arrested Development, housing complex names. We'll be Sudden Valley here. Sudden Valley is our name here. Not a place you'd actually want to live. Doesn't sound very, nice. But I like the name. So, now we have room for our cook stove in here. Let's put in production. Cook stove. Right here. Cool. So somebody should be getting on that tomorrow here. And then we'll be all set up for meal sources. They can get off my back about that. Trading capacity will come next then. That shouldn't be too far off down the line. Should have room for trading capacity in here shortly. Probably over here. We might have to make this a little bit wider. If I was going to put it next to the battery here, I think it's actually pretty wide. Miscellaneous comms console. It is 4 wide. So we can't put it there. It's 2 by, well, actually we could. Once this gets mined out, we can put it there. It's 3 by 2 it looks like. So plenty of room once this gets mined out a little bit more here. It's getting lots of metal and stuff like that to replenish our supply, of course. That's awesome. We're getting some food, some potatoes already from their short growing season. Actually, we might be able to stockpile enough food, but these go bad pretty fast. Spoils in 30 days. Takes about 3 days, 1 or 2 days to grow only though. That's pretty amazing that food grows that fast. I wonder if that's going to be balanced down the road here. Maybe still kind of balancing. It is an alpha, so maybe it's still balancing the times it takes for things. But that seems awful fast to me, that it's growing that fast. This one is only 4% grown, and it's 1.6 days of growth done already. So yeah, it only takes a couple of days to grow things. Out of ideal temperature range though, so it's growing at a slower speed, even though it's not. So that's nice that you're not forbidden from growing anything here just because it's too cold. But I'm guessing, given that it's June right now, it's going to get worse and worse. Yeah, as you can see, it's slowly, at the daytime here, it's going to make faster. That's interesting. Wow, fully grown in a day and a half, and it's still only growing at 70-80% here. Well, let's back up to 100% here. That's nice. So now we'll put an order in to cook, and someone can be on that. Cook a simple meal. Configure, do until we have 10. Do to 10, sounds good to me. And we should be good. So next we can set up a butcher table in here, and then we'll be golden as far as cooking. And then we'll set up a table in here so people don't have to eat off the ground. We'll move our stockpile over to here for food so that people can just keep grabbing food from here instead of going elsewhere. And yeah, we're working on rooms now though. So this is gonna take up a lot of room here. All these rooms and stuff. You know what we could do is cancel these orders here. We did the rooms so like they connect to each other, like that. And then we just set up a wall in between. We can save a little bit of room then. I don't know what the minimum, I don't know what the optimal size room is gonna be though. Be honest here. I mean, there's lots of different ways you can go with big, expansive rooms that make people happy. Or you can go with these smaller rooms and do many of them. Or you can just put people in the same room constantly. 3 by 4 looks like a good size, though. It's probably not going to make too many people happy about the size of the space, though. So we'll rearrange this a little bit here. And we'll go 3 by 4. Yeah, and then we'll put doorways in here. And that'll, 3 by 5. Yeah, that works. And that way we don't need to worry about a hallway. We'll just have everybody going in through each other's rooms to get where they want to go. Sounds like a good idea anyway. So we got 4 rooms being made there, 1 for a prisoner and then 1 for our colonists, 1 for each of our colonists here. And we can also use this space over here for prisoners down the road too. It's gonna be a long hike to get there and back and stuff, but we'll see what happens. So I'll let them dig that. As soon as they're done with the rest of this, you can dig the rest of that out then. We'll put in the butcher table in there as well, so we can start hunting and that kind of thing for food once the farm stops being super efficient. Looks like during the daytime, during the afternoon here, it's plenty hot enough, in the summer at least, that we can still grow things. So yeah, that's kind of nice that doesn't cut you off from growing though. I do like that. I like how they handle that. So I think this might do it for our first episode here. It probably ended up being a little bit longer. I wasn't watching the time closely enough, so if it is too long, let me know, and I'll shorten them up next time, or if this is a good length, we'll find out here. So far, things are going pretty well around the colony, though. We got a good start here, got some defensive situation all thought up already, got some food going, got our first foray into some of the new tech from Alpha 8 here. Should be pretty good. So, I've been Modi, thank you so much for watching my first episode of Season 6. I'll be back for another one very soon. If you are enjoying this, please let me know. It really helps out the series to know if you guys are enjoying them or not, so definitely leave a comment or a like if you do enjoy the series. I'll see you guys next time for more. Have a good night.